Hi darlings and beavers, welcome to my channel Me and Places. I am Paulina and right now I am in Štrbské Pleso. If you want to learn more about this place, check the video I made last year when I was here. I took a walk around a lake and told you a little bit about it. Now I'm here just for a moment to leave my things. I have this big backpack and then I have a smaller backpack, so I want to leave a big one and then go to Popradské Pleso, which is another lake. I think I also made a video about it. So I think I'm gonna eat here first because the place to leave things is closed for a break. Anyways, so basically there is no specific information about leaving your things, but if you just go to the train station and ask a person who's selling tickets on the info point to leave your things, it's usually 250 euros for 1 day and 2 more euros for any extra days. And then they give you like a small ticket and you need to keep that with you all the days because that's a ticket to retrieve your things after. Last time I of course lost the ticket and it took some time and extra money to get my stuff back, so I'm really planning to take care of that ticket now. But for starters, let's try some local food before heading on the trail. There is a place with a meal deal and some traditional cuisine. And this is called Restauracja Ulenki. I'm really trying to pronounce this. Let's go.
This is halushki, potato dumplings. These are with salty sheep's cheese and fried bacon.
There is this shop right opposite to train station, and if you need any snacks with you or hygiene products, basically anything you might need, you can buy here. I bought my snacks in Poprad because it's cheaper, and now I'm just here to check the prices and remind myself how smart I am sometimes. This is the train station. You can see where people are. There you should go ask to leave your bags, and then at this place you will drop them. So I left my big bag. One correction, it was 3 euros for 1 day, so the price has changed, but still not much. They didn't change much. So first, when you leave your bags, you pay for 1 day, and then when you pick them up, you pay for the days it was there. And your luggage should be maximum 10 kilos, and they check that before you leave your bag. So this is it. Let's go to Popradské Pleso. You can see a map with all the hikes you can do from Štrbské Pleso, and this red one, which is actually number 1, this one goes to Popradské Pleso. That's where we are going. So let's go, let's go. So I see a sign like this and like this too, and we should go through the parking lots to the beginning of the hiking trail. And after you cross the parking lot, you see this sign and the red trail marks. So this is the way. Here are some rules to comprehend. Always walk only along marked hiking, educational and spa trails, and only from sunrise to sunset. Remember that dogs and other domestic animals and pets are not allowed in the mountains except for specific locations. Keep your pet on a leash. Don't pollute nature. Don't set fire and smoke. Don't disturb wildlife or damage plants. Don't make unnecessary noise when walking in the national park. Swimming in mountain streams and tarns is prohibited. Don't pick forest fruit or mushrooms. Don't feed wildlife. Bivouacking and wild camping are prohibited. If you are a climber, a ski tourer, a ski trekker, a cyclist or a canoeist, follow the rules applicable to these activities. Alright. So about the rules, I think it's really good that they are written, because for people who are locals they might be obvious, but they are not always obvious for tourists. For example, not eating berries and mushrooms was a new thing to me first time when I visited, because in Finland you are allowed to eat them even if the forest belongs to somebody. We have this law that nature belongs to people, and these kind of things are kind of covered there. Same as camping almost anywhere. So this is also something to remember, that it's not everywhere like this. And different country might have very different laws, or specific nature spots can have their own regulations.
Same like swimming in local mountain lakes. I know in many countries it is allowed, so it might feel unusual, but the lakes here are home to very delicate and unique ecosystems. By not swimming in these lakes, we help protect them.
And here is the path terrain, so it's a path but a very rocky one, but not as rocky as up the mountains. And when you walk even a little bit more up, you can see Štrbské Lake from here. As you go a little bit up, you can see the ski center, and also there is a chairlift going right there
That takes you up to Hata pod Soleskom,
which is a great mountain hut that turns into a hostel at night when they just put mattresses on the tables. And it's also one of the cheapest places to stay in this area. After some time the path becomes more wide and more of a dirt path. It still has rocks, but it's not as rocky as in the beginning. And you are surrounded by greeny forest. Now I want to make a disclaimer. When I say technical hike or not a technical hike, that might have some objective value to it, but when somebody says easy or hard, this is very, very subjective. What is easy for somebody is really hard for somebody else, and vice versa. That's why I personally really try to show the path, how it looks. So if somebody wants to come here, they can evaluate what this path means for them. Does it mean hard or easy? Does it mean moderate? What kind of physique you might have to actually finish it, and what kind of gear you might need. And this is for everybody to figure out. So at least that's what I do when I go to a new hiking trail. I check some vlogs and I try to really see what the path looks like. And I really love those inspirational, beautiful vlogs, you know, with really nice scenic views and music, but they don't really tell you anything useful about how to actually do that trail on your own. So I kind of like both. I always try to check both, for inspiration and also for real information for myself. Look at these stones, wow. Look at that. I love how this panorama uncovers itself, becomes wider and wider, and more peaks you can see with each step. Look at it now, it's so beautiful. One thing I absolutely love in High Tatras is that on trails here you can see people of absolutely all ages, all sizes and all shapes, and that is so beautiful. And I've noticed this on both sides of Tatras, meaning Slovak and Polish also, and this is just so beautiful. It's really cool. This is how all trails all around the world should look, I think. And I think to me it tells that it's big, maybe part of somebody's culture or everyday life from young age that you go to mountains, because there is a lot of families. There is one family who just passed by and they had grandpa and grandma, two small kids, and father and mother, and all together are doing the hike, and this just is so cool and so inspirational and really nice. Here is an important notice to hikers. Due to the protection of Tatra nature, this path is closed from 1st November to the last day of May. So you won't be able to walk this path then. That is good to know. Also, many hiking paths are closed until like mid of June or something like that. So something to remember. And I can see the bridge.
Closer to Hata, the path becomes rockier again, but it's still not technically hard.
Look at the roots. So cool. And when you see this crossing point, you are almost at the lake. And as the asphalt road hits, you are basically on the lake. You can go down right here. There is a small hut where you can eat food, but the hut where I'm staying is the next one, so I'm walking a little bit further. And I can see it, it's such a beautiful wooden house. And just seeing the hut uncovering itself from the branches, it's really cool. So darlings, this is inside the hut. This is the touristic hostel room where you can book a bed. I took this one. So far there seems to be one more person staying with me, but I think there will be more people later. And there are a few things to know in local touristic rooms in this hut, is that you get one key for absolutely everybody. So when you go out, you need to leave the key on the reception, and the next person coming in will ask if the key is there. If it's not, it means somebody is already inside and the door is open, or somebody has the key. And if not, it should be on the reception, so the first person to come back takes the key. And another thing that is very important is that this room only has 2 USB sockets, and other rooms also just have that. So what I did last time, I brought an adapter with many USB outlets, and it was so damn helpful because many people sleeping here could actually charge their devices. So I did this again, and I got this adapter from my friend. Thank you so much, it is super useful, especially here. So breakfast is included. It's from 6 to 9 and it's majestic. It's like a buffet with so many things. I think even champagne. And also this place has a wellness center. It's a small one, but it has a jacuzzi and a sauna and like a cool pool with cool water and some champagne as well. So if somebody wants a spa treatment, I believe it's like 25 euros or something. And all in all, here we are. This is the resting room. It has a bit more sockets. It's pretty comfy. And also here are toilets. Here is a small kitchenette. It has a small fridge, microwave, electric water boilers, and a bit of stuff you can use, like some plates and some glasses and a few bowls. And here are showers. And downstairs is a restaurant where the breakfast also is, and the food is served until 9, I believe, or maybe 10, or maybe 9. I gotta check. And also in the basement there is a dryer room, so you can wash your things and leave them to dry there, and they have like dryer machines, so it actually dries quite efficiently. And you can see all the hikes you can do from here. So there is a trail around the lake. So just 15 minutes from here is a trail to Symbolic Cemetery. It's a really nice place. It is not what we would call a real cemetery because nobody is really buried there. It's a place to honor memory of climbers and mountaineers. And I made a video just about that. If you're interested, check it out. And in general, here from Popradské Pleso, you can hike to Pod Ostrovo. The peak behind me is right by the lake. Then you can hike Risi, which is one of the most famous hikes. I would say the most famous hike here. And Koprovský Štít, which is my favorite hike here. And also anything in between. So on the way to Risi, you can just go to a beautiful hut. Or the hut itself is not that beautiful, but it's in a very epic place. Or you can hike to a valley under Koprovský Štít, or to some lakes on the way. So basically, yeah, you have a hike around the lake, a hike to the cemetery, a hike to this mountain right here, Risi and Koprovský Štít, and anything in between if you want a shorter hike. You don't need to go all the way to the summit. But these are the options, so this is a place for actually many hikes and different levels of hikes. This is my favorite place on earth right now, for many years, for 7 years I think. This is gorgeous. Thank you, darlings, for checking out my hike from Štrbské Pleso to Popradské Pleso. I'm really trying pronouncing these names. And see you somewhere else. Bye!